Skullsandmodes.com. I'm Metal Mark, here with the one and only Stu Block, the new main man of Iced Earth. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Good to see you guys. I saw them last on the cruise, but you weren't with them now.
No.
So you did the European tour. Now this tour is coming to an end. If you could describe your experience with Iced Earth so far in one word, what would it be?
Phenomenal. Right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's been a awesome adventure. We've done a lot in a short period of time. I think there was a lot of challenges ahead of us, but we persevered through it. It was a really cool time. I mean, from the recording process to doing my first tour in Europe ever. I've never done that before, and it was cool. It was good that we got to have that time in Europe to do all those shows, because then we really got to practice and gel as a band, really working off each other for the live performance and all that kind of stuff. And it's really just a well-oiled machine now, man. It's really cool. So it's really interesting to see. I mean, there's lots of YouTube footage, and I'm sure a lot of you guys and you watchers out there have seen it, and it's a cool little progression, I think. So I'm really happy with what we've done. It's been a great ride. It is going to be a great ride, man. It's going to be a wicked journey.
Released Dystopia to awesome reviews. Now, a lot of people really don't care about reviews, but being your first record with Iced Earth, did it mean a little bit more to have the positive?
It really does. I mean, it means that the press and the long-term people that have been dealing with Iced Earth and all of their releases have accepted me as the new guy. I think the idea that we set forth on the new album Dystopia was achieved. We wanted to make it just a balls to the wall heavy metal album. We wanted to make sure that we brought it back a little bit to the old school, but putting my own stamp on it. And I really think that we achieved that. I think it was really done well, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, speaking about putting your stamp on it, your vocals, especially from Into Eternity, are with the low growls and stuff. How much freedom did you have with this record, writing the record? Is there stuff that you were like, okay, I'm not going to do that, I can maybe do this? Or
Well, Iced Earth isn't a death metal band,
Yeah.
so I mean, obviously that vocal wouldn't be too prominent in the style of vocal that I would be choosing for Iced Earth. But I always wanted to keep the Halford highs and all that kind of stuff, and I always wanted to keep that mid. I wanted to work on my mid range and throw some dirt behind it and some grit, and I'm really working on that voice, and I think I've found it now. I found the right pocket to sing it in, and it's been a really cool experience. I mean, there's a lot of different things that are happening on this album too for me vocally. There's a lot of challenges too, but I tried to experiment with some different things too. But there was a lot of freedom. I co-wrote 10 songs with John on the album, so I mean I wrote a lot of lyrics and melodies, and the chemistry between me and John, or John and I, really worked, and we really put something special out, I think, and we're still continuing to write. We're still doing what we need to do, and it's going to be cool. But there was a lot of freedom on this album. Obviously, not a lot of death vocals. In Dante's Inferno, we re-recorded Dante's Inferno. I threw some death vocals in there, but it's more of an ambient thing as opposed to a prominent thing.
Well, speaking of Dante's, that's obviously a fan favorite live.
Yeah.
Did you like when you started in the European tour? Were you like, I really hope we play this one song? Like, what is one of your favorite Iced Earth songs? You were
Sure. Well, when I knew we were re-recording it and doing it, we had already discussed that. Yeah, of course, we're going to be doing it in the set. That alone, I mean, is a song well worth the fans to come out and see the show, because we have all the orchestration now in the back, and it's a really cool song to do. It's really epic, and we're really happy doing it. And I'm sure we'll continue doing it.
Yeah. Would you say, especially from Into Eternity now to Iced Earth, do you say you're still growing as a vocalist, or have you?
Oh yeah.
Has this totally made you a better vocalist being with them?
Sure. I mean, I'm trying to better myself all the time. I mean, when I was in Into Eternity, when I first joined Into Eternity, I was very green.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know what my vocal could. I knew I could do these certain vocals, but I didn't know how to tame it. I didn't know how to control it and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't know how to develop certain ranges in my voice. And then Tim really helped me develop that range in my voice, and touring with Into Eternity really stepped me up as a vocalist. And of course now, trying new vocals in Iced Earth, it's stepping me up as a vocalist because I'm exploring new options and I'm exploring new things. And John and Jim Morris, it was really cool. I got to hang out with Jim Morris last night, and he's he's a god amongst insects, I would say.
Yeah.
He's really good at what he does, and he taught me a lot, and so did John. Both of them coaching me on this Dystopia record, and with me throwing my own thing in there. I think I've progressed even more, and but I don't care how good of a vocalist you are out there, or some of the best opera singers and some of the best rock and roll singers out there. They're always discovering new things that they can do, and they're always trying to better themselves. I don't think that you can ever be the perfect vocalist and know everything, because that's impossible. Because your voice is, you're always discovering new things. So I think there's always time for progression. There's always time for learning new things.
Now that you've progressed, are we ever going to see another basement vocal lesson video on YouTube?
Basement vocal lesson video,
yes.
Yeah, that was sort of done a spur of the moment thing. Maybe, as I said, I've said this in previous interviews. I'm not this primo vocalist that should be putting out these. I mean, there's a lot of wicked vocalists out there that should be putting out vocal videos. Russell Allen is one of them, and I'm on tour with him. Bruce Dickinson, Rob Halford, and all those guys. Jeff Tate. I mean, the list goes on. There's a lot of great vocalists out there that should be doing vocal videos over me. What I wanted to do, and my whole thing that I wanted to do, is sort of a niche vocal video in regards to a hybrid vocal video. So I would teach people how to transition death vocals and or really harsh vocals, transitioning it into a clean vocal, how to maintain that voice and all that kind of stuff, finding your comfort zones and working with it. So that was really my intention.
Well, I've heard rumors about some, they're getting you into Iced Earth, they're hazing you. I heard about Stu Loves the Cock in Europe.
In Europe,
Have you gotten revenge yet? Have you done something back to him?
I definitely, man. There's revenge every day, my friend.
Yeah.
No, these guys, they're cool. Like we have been pretty busy, so it's been a lot of just there hasn't been too much hazing since that, but it's an everyday thing. I mean, me and Freddie go head to head quite a bit, and I mean, just being in the bus with all the guys and stuff like that. It's literally like living in a rolling frat house. It's pretty much everyone's hazing each other, but yeah, sometimes I mean, I got to fight back sometimes.
Yeah,
you
got
so
to.
I mean, I've gotten my fair share of hazing back at them, but that's all we'll say there.
Very cool, man. We'll leave it at this, man. You have any final words to Iced Earth people out there?
All right, man. Well, thanks so much for embracing me, and it's gonna be a really great journey, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys are some of the most dedicated, loyal fans in the world, and I can't wait. If we didn't hit your market, if you didn't get to see this tour, We will. We'll be there. We'll be in your town. So keep metal alive, guys.
Nice,